Tonight, getting set to celebrate.
Tonight, 17 mil. Tonight, True Blue.
Here's the latest from the City Pulse News Team. The weekend edition of City Pulse Tonight.
Good evening. A million fans can't be wrong. Greg Manzig is right here live on Yonge Street with the crowds cheering our hometown heroes. Gregor.
Well, thank you very much, Laura. It's a cool evening here in Toronto, but the streets are starting to heat up. Toronto Blue Jay fans ready to celebrate their second consecutive World Series win. We are on top of the HME building. The fans are already hitting Yonge Street, getting ready for the big party. The Jays are leading right now. Thousands here on Yonge, 52,000 at the Dome, and 100 times more across Metro, just ready for the big Blue Jays blowout.
There's lots of room back there. You can see it back there probably better than you can here, okay?
But how about a peek at the crystal ball?
I don't think it's going to be us, unfortunately.
Oh, no. What I want to know is...
Well, first of all, you want to know who's going to win tonight. It's going to be Phillies tonight, but the Jays pick it up on the 7th game.
Okay, here's one you won't be able to guess.
7-5 Jays over Phillies, 7th game.
4 and hold. The score seems to be Philadelphia 5, Toronto 3.
Hey, forget those bad vibes. For two guys in Mississauga, the bluebird of baseball happiness has landed.
It's an omen.
We're sitting outside having lunch. Out of nowhere, the Blue Jay Lance decides to stick around. Came on in the house and didn't want to leave.
He hopped on the house and,
Yep.
and there he is watching last year's World Series game with you guys.
Yep.
So you take this as a kind of an omen.
Absolutely.
I'm back here live on Yonge Street, and joining me right now live at Skydome is Jim McKinney. Jim, things are crazy here. How's it going down there?
Well, I guess just as bad as it is there, or just as good as it is there, Gregor. The people are roaming around the Skydome here listening to the game, Tom and Jerry on the radio, and inside it's just nuts. Every time Molitor comes to bat, it's MVP, and he's certainly going to be after tripled in the first inning, and now he's homered in the 5th. I mean, the guy's unbelievable.
Just by looking at the crowd, it looks like they're not being typical Blue Jays fans tonight. They're staying in the Dome and watching the game. I think they're ready for the big party.
Well, they were standing up when Stewart loaded up the bases in the 5th, and then he got Hollins to ground out. They went crazy. So this is going to be wild tonight. They're priming for this one.
Now, you were in Philadelphia, Jim. Was the atmosphere at all anything like it is here?
Not really. I don't think their fans really get into it as much as the Blue Jays fans, although we're ready to win back-to-back here, and I don't think that's happened since 77, 78 when the Yankees did it, so this is real big.
All right, Jim, we'll talk to you later on. Of course, we'll be on 2 minutes after the game is finished. I'll be back a little bit later on in sports with the Leafs' chance to set a new NHL record for wins at the top of the season. For now, Laura, we're having a great time, but it's back to you in the newsroom.
Well, the party's already starting even before the game ends. Let's go live out to Yonge Street now, and Gregor with the sports. Gregor?
Well, Laura, things are certainly heating up. I have to tell you, though, it's a little bit quieter right now than it was, say, 10 minutes ago because the Phillies are back in the game. It was a one-run ball game. I'm up here high where it's a little bit loud, but right below me is Lauren Honickman. Lauren, how are things going downstairs?
Well, I'll tell you something, Greg. I cannot believe that it's not even official celebration time. Yonge Street is packed here. The police are out in full force, as you can expect. But what's happening right now is they have not actually opened the street up yet. They still have the street going, and the police are getting the cars down. And from upstairs, Greg, doesn't it look like we have, it's about 1 in the morning and everybody's celebrating a little prematurely?
I think everybody is prematurely celebrating when they got out, of course, that big 5-1 lead. And then Lenny Dreyster hits a 3-run home run to make it a 1-run ball game. Looking at it from up here, it's a pretty subdued, I would say, polite crowd as for now. There's the odd hooligan, but
yeah, no, you know what? Right now everybody's a little nervous a bit. It's 5-4, but I'll tell you something. Don't be surprised if you see Steve and I come upstairs and join you in a little while. It may get a little crazy down here.
All right, Lauren. Well, we'll chat with you a little bit later on.
Greg.
Well, hope things work out. But let's talk now about that other Toronto team. Yes, the Maple Leafs. They were looking to write themselves into the record book tonight by winning their 9th game in a row. That's right, 9th game in a row to start the season. Their opponents, the Tampa Bay Lightning, they were in Tampa. Let's take a look at the highlights. No scoring in the first period, but in the second, Doug Gilmour turned away by former Leaf Darren Pupa. Leafs will open the scoring off a scramble. Mark Osborne. 2-0 now for Toronto in the third. New Jersey Devils 6-0 home to Florida. Andre Lomakin opens the scoring 3 minutes in. Thank you very much. But late in the period, Stéphane Richer will tie it on the power play. 2-1 Devils. Wow. St. Louis and Pittsburgh, 2 power play goals in the first 2 periods. Phil Housley with 1. John Francis with the other for Pittsburgh. That's Housley. This one 3-3 now in the third. And Quebec's Greg Rusedski continues to surprise the tennis world. Today he knocked off Brad Gilbert in the semifinals at the Salem Open in Beijing. He will face Michael Chang actually in tomorrow's final. UT Blues wrapped up the regular season today at home against Guelph. David Richer makes it 10-0 in the second quarter. At the other end, Kevin Reed, the major for Guelph, 13-10 Blues at the half. On to the fourth, Stuart Brindley. Brindle chips in his 4th field goal of the game. That made it 21-10. And then in the last minute of play, Lou Tiro. Nice little interception. He goes the distance. 28-10 the final. They start the playoffs next week. The Phoenix Suns and Italian champions Bologna in the final of the McDonald's Open today in Munich. Charles Barkley put on a little bit of a show for the locals. He was 11 for 15 from the field, 28 points on the game. The Suns won at 112-90 and won the tournament. And we are back live at Yonge and Edward Streets, where the Blue Jay fans are once again starting to celebrate in anticipation of a win tonight. And if the Jays do hold on or stretch the lead and win, we will be here live just after the ball game ends with all the celebrations, all the highlights, and all the post-game clips. We'll have much more coming up then. Of course, Dave Stewart, a great start for the Jays tonight, mowing them down early, but Lenny Dreyster with a 3-run blast. And how about Paul Molitor, a home run to the upper deck. The upper deck to give the Jays that extended lead. 52,000 plus actually in the Skydome, and we would guess probably 5,000 or 6,000 already here on Yonge Street.
There's always time to speak your mind from Speaker's Corner. This is City TV everywhere.
Tonight, what a celebration.
Tonight, Election Eve.
Tonight, Jones resynthesized.
Here's the latest from the City Pulse News Team. The weekend edition of City Pulse Tonight.
Good evening. What a team, what a town, and what a party. Tonight, the official Metro thanks to our world champion Toronto Blue Jays. And Gregor, you were right there front row center.
That's right, Laura. Thousands of fans filled the streets and thousands more filled the Skydome for the Jays championship parade and reception. We brought it to you live here on City TV. There were many wonderful moments. Simply put, wasn't that a party?
Some noise. Let's warm it up, people. Let's warm it up.
These fans seem very happy here today. Now let's go to Greg Manzik.
Evo, congratulations, your feelings today. Thank you. It's great out here. Can you believe this?
No, I can't. I wasn't here for it last year, and this is unbelievable. I mean, what a great, great day.
Oh, man, it's everything you want it to be.
How's it feeling today?
That's an unbelievable experience.
Joe, how's it going?
Well hit down the left field line. Way back in.
There, we just had to have one more look at Joe Carter's heroic home run, the World Series winner that started the party.
How you doing? Great, great. This is amazing. You need this? Hey. Oh, yeah, it's me. It's me.
Let the party continue here on Yonge.
Unforgettable sights and sounds we brought you live last night. 1 million fans in a victory frenzy. And maybe most amazing of all, the fact that there were only a few minor injuries and a couple of broken windows by the time it was all over. An amazing street party, and of course 1 million people make a major mess. But by sunup, most of the garbage was gone. Last night, you couldn't walk anywhere on Yonge Street without crunching broken glass. Well, check the strip now, and it's curb-to-curb cleanliness.
You were out here last night?
I was out here last night.
Now tell me something. Can you believe that they've cleaned up all the broken beer bottles and all the mess?
No way, man.
No, I can't.
Can you believe how clean our streets are after last night?
It's hard to believe. It's hard to believe.
Like, how do we do it?
It's the way we are in Toronto.
I was very surprised, actually. I came out to inspect today.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were making that mess last night. Oh, we were making it.
Now, magically, it's gone.
It's fabulous. This is a great city.
In sports tonight, Jays fandemonium rocks the dome, rocks my voice, the whole thing. Greg Manzik has the details. Gregor?
We're almost done. We're almost done. Another championship season of Blue Jay baseball wrapped up today with the victory parade and the reception at Skydome. All the players had the opportunity to thank their friends and their family and their fans. Here are some of those moments.
I don't know if I was more excited for myself or for the fans, but to see the reaction of not only fans, but of all these guys here coming out of the dugout, I mean, you don't know how sweet that made me feel to be able to come through and bring home another championship.
I want to thank my teammates, and I want to tell you finally that representing this organization, this city, this province, this country has made me very proud. Thank you very much.
From the day I walked off the field in Syracuse crying that I was going to the big leagues, and now I'm here standing with all these, the World Series championship. You can't ask for anything more. And
I wish we had enough time just to go over these guys individually. They're amazing, and they all have their own personality. But one thing they all have in common is that they're winners.
First of all, I want to thank our manager, Cito Gaston, because when everybody in North America was telling him to send me to the bullpen, he constantly gave me the ball every fifth day. And when he gave the ball to me in Game 4, the mayor of Philly was trying to figure out how this guy was going to beat us because he felt like he can hit me. I got one message for the mayor of Philly, and I hope you're out there looking. You can kiss my ass.
All right, Toronto sports fans, time to hang up the spikes and lace up the skates. The Leafs, yes, the Leafs will try to extend their record run to 10 straight games Thursday night in Chicago. Now, in case you missed it last night because of all the Jays hoopla, Mark Osborne had his first 2 goals of the season, and Felix Potvin kicked out 24 shots. So those Leafs shut out the Lightning 2-0. Kings at MSG tonight. Wayne wins the draw here. Don't leave him alone. Gets it out to Mike Donnelly. Snaps home his first. Made it 2-1 for the Rangers in the second. A patented Gretzky goal from behind the net. Picks it up, tucks in the wraparound, tied it at 2, but the Rangers came back to win it 3-2. Tennis news tonight. Top seed Michael Chang needed 3 sets to defeat Quebec's Greg Rusedski in the final of the Beijing Open Tennis Championship. And Richard Zolko was in a group of 3 tied for 6th at the Las Vegas Invitational. Davis Love III won the tournament and the $252,000 first prize. Finally, Sunday is NFL Day. Here's a look at the scores. Thanks for the fun, Jays. Let's do it again.
Aren't we the luckiest fans in the entire world?
You betcha.
Just hope I get my voice back. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Gregor.